Hello, my name is Madison Dabney, and today is April 11th, 2020.
Hello, Madison. Thank you for letting me interview you regarding Erikson's psychosocial stages of development. The purpose of this interview is for you to demonstrate your understanding of the theory and how the theory applies to you and students you currently teach or plan to teach. So here's my first question. Imagine I've never heard of Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. Briefly explain salient features of Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. What is the source of this information?
Erikson hypothesized that individuals go through 8 psychosocial stages in their lifetimes. Throughout these stages, there are crises and issues to be resolved. In many people's lives, they are able to resolve each problem and persevere through that situation. Moving forward to new different challenges. There are those that do not conquer their problems, making it quite possible that they will continue to deal with them throughout their lives.
All right. At what stage of development do you see yourself now? Why do you think so?
I see myself at stage 7 of Erikson's model. Generativity versus self-absorption. Landing me right in the middle of adulthood, generativity. To quote Erikson, it is the interest in establishing and guiding the next generation. I've recently had my first child and am working at growing a well-balanced lifestyle with work and family. I am in the process of completing a master's degree as well as a teaching credential in order to further help solidify a strong foundation for my family. With the growing in my career, I hope to give back to the community, becoming a strong role model and educator. In doing this, I will attempt to avoid the negative repercussions of Erikson's development theory of self-absorption and self-indulgence brought on by lack of fulfilled potential.
Very good. Explain how being at this stage of development, this may influence your behavior and outlook in your classroom. On what do you base this explanation?
Being at stage 7 of Erikson's model, generativity versus self-absorption in my life, I am focused on the growth and care of those around me. I feel that if I am able to give the students the proper tools and education that they deserve, they will be equipped for the life ahead and on their way to the next stages of Erikson's model. If I am able to successfully implement my plan, I will be able to further develop and move on to the 8th step in Erikson's model, focusing on what I have accomplished as opposed to what I have failed at.
Identify at what level your students are likely to be at in Erikson's stages.
The students in my class are, for the most part, at stage 5. I plan to teach high school students ranging from 14 to 18 years old. Many of them are dealing with identity versus role confusion. These individuals are questioned that they are uncertain about. Many are trying new things to identify with. Many of my students are beginning to confront their parents as well as steer away from the rules and structured lifestyle that they had before. That might include their teachers as well. This is something that I am prepared to confront.
All right. Explain how being at this stage of development, this may influence their behavior and outlook in your classroom. On what do you base this explanation?
Students are beginning to follow the directions of their peers as opposed to their parents. Erikson's thought on this subject were that the changing physiology combined with social pressure for future education and careers forces the individual to question their psychosocial identity that was established at a younger age and in earlier stages. Experimentation helps youths of this stage to identify who they are sexually, educationally, as well as what they should do with their lives career-wise. Many individuals that were once good students may start to slack off or break rules when they have always displayed good behavior in the past. What is important to them may begin to change with the influence of new peers and their growth in the new and different interests.
All right, good job. What might be some disconnects between you and your students, keeping the differences in the two stages in mind?
There are bound to be many gaps and disconnects between me and the teacher, and the students. We may not see eye to eye on what is important or the reasons for them to do what I ask. These individuals are, for the most part, half my age, and there is a lot to be learned in those years that divide us. Many students at this age may not believe that I too have gone through the same stages and challenges that they are going through today, whereas I feel that I am able to meet them on their level. I most certainly have lost contact with what it truly feels like to be in such a troubling stage in one's development. It is easy as an authority figure to feel as you are right because of your position, and it is inherent for youth to feel that their elders are out of touch and do not understand the difficulties that they face on a daily basis.
So do you have any final comments regarding this topic?
I feel that though students and teachers reside on different scaffolds of the Erikson model of psychosocial stages and development, we must understand that we were once that student at an earlier stage, and that though we are older, we may not be meeting them on their level, no matter how good our intentions. Understanding the Erikson model should be used as a vital tool in a teacher's repertoire. This model helps us to understand the steps and goals that should be met to further progress as our students as individuals. If we notice that a student is showing signs of the earlier stages that should have come to pass, we may be able to help them to conquer those obstacles, giving those students a chance to have a better grasp on the stage that they are supposed to identify with.
All right, thank you for answering my questions. Good job.
Thank you.